Yo, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it ain't. Phone them and phone them Mets. How you feeling? How you feeling? My fault for not getting to this yesterday. I've been working on some new block to blocks. Had to get them edited and shit, so apologies. But back to the topic we have at hand. Everything that's been unraveling itself since this case started is kind of draining. So I try not to cover everything from this case. I just cover the shit that stand out to me, because all money ain't good money. I don't need to drop a video every time something new about this case come out, but I have been following it up. I have been going over the paperwork with people who pays to get it off the actual site, and I've been going over all that shit, and it look like it's a wrap. I could say Muwap probably got less incriminating evidence on him than everybody else do, but when you're dealing with the feds, you still got to take some time, because circumstantial evidence and just the probability of that it was actually you can't be overlooked by the court of law. And actually, people like Cmurda and Kenny Mack actually got it the worst. I feel like that's coming, including Los Mana, because Cmurda, the closing statements, everything is coming to a wrap. Closing statements coming soon, and everything that's being said now is that Cmurda, we all know he left evidence in the car. He left evidence in the car. He wrote down his baby mama name on a sticky note. He wrote down addresses and different numbers and shit like that he could take with him in case he get caught on the way home. That's the only reason I could think of why he did that. But what he didn't do is, when the police came to come confiscate that car from Oblock, he left a sticky note in the car, and everything was able to be tied back to him. On top of that, he told Oblock, he contacted some members and said, get rid of evidence, get rid of physical evidence that could tie him and other guys back to the crime. And all those text messages and calls have been traced back to him. And I don't understand why people just didn't learn from Larry Hoover. Remember how he felt the pen was mightier than the sword or some shit like that? And they traced every letter he got back to a hit and some different street commands. And it's the same thing now. I don't know why people think this digital shit just goes away when she deleted it, but it doesn't. It really don't. And it's like, yeah, man, I don't want to be the type of dude sitting here trying to figure out how we can beat murders more easily and shit like that. I ain't trying to do that with y'all, but like, if you're gonna do some shit, use your head, gangster, to figure out something that's a easier route before you get there. And that's what made me feel like everything was so wacky and just a rush job, because y'all got a call, y'all rushed down there in personal vehicles, brought your phone with you. Like, for one, I'm not saying this is something that I've done, but I know people who cut their phone off and leave it somewhere until they get back, or they give it to their girl. Maybe not your girl, because she gonna go through that motherfucker, but give it to somebody and say, hey, just let music play on my phone all day. Don't let it die. Just let it play so my phone could be pinned back to this address. And people just don't do that nowadays, man. And I be thinking, like, I know I can't be smarter than most of these motherfuckers, but sometimes common sense ain't common. Get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think below. I'm gone.